This was supposed to be part of our Fabrically Speaking live show, but we had some technical difficulties with the monsoon going through Arizona, so I decided to film this live. And today what I'm going to show you is how I'm altering this top for a friend of mine. She liked it, but the inside of the shirt was a problem. It hung down. And so what I've done is I pinned it in place and had her try it back on, and with this attached to the top, it works really well. So now, which foot and how can we stitch this on to make it fit the best? And the pearls and piping foot is the foot that comes to mind because of the thickness of the bra cup that's built into the blouse. The pearls and piping foot has this tunnel, and it loves to ride over thick fabric. So when I place the foot onto the seam allowance, it rides right over that seam allowance. And this is one of the Creative Feet presser feet. I'm going to start on the back of the garment, just matching them right up. Now they're both going to stretch. So what I should do is use a very long stitch length and also stretch while attaching this. Use the lingerie thread in the needle and the bobbin in this case, because lingerie thread will actually stretch with the fabric. So we might be able to get away with just using a straight stitch for this and not have to go ahead and use a zigzag stitch. However, a zigzag stitch would be the stretchiest of all stitches and a substitute should you not want to stretch something, but you still want the thread to be able to stretch out. The proper needle to use is a stretch. This needle, because it's really thin, it comes closer to the hook of the sewing machine, making it harder for your machine to skip a stitch. And stretch fabric does tend to make your sewing machine skip stitches. And the 90-14 size is what I've decided to use for this because of all the thickness of the heavy elastic and the multiple layers of fabric beneath it. I have a straight stitch selected, and I'm going to increase the stitch length all the way to the longest length that my machine will sew, which is a 5mm length. When you have a fabric that's really thick, you can take a package of needles and place it behind and below behind the needle area and below the presser foot to level it off, and that's going to make it easier for me to get over this thick area. And the needle pack just kind of pops out the back side. So I have this sewing machine presser foot pressure set a little low, and what I'm going to do to make it so that I can pull toward me and not have it slip out from beneath the foot is increase the foot pressure. And the foot pressure is how hard that pressure foot is pushing down against the fabric. And on stretch fabric, I would normally give it a little bit of a lighter pressure, but not when I'm trying to get strength. And I also will do the same thing, increase pressure and increase stitch length when sewing elastic with the sequins and ribbon foot. Another thing that I'm doing is I'm lining it up so that some of the white fabric sticks out past that. I think it'll add the appearance of piping. So I'm stretching as I'm sewing, and the foot takes it through because I have high pressure and a long stitch length. So why am I stretching? So that when the garment is stretched over the body, the thread won't break. If you have difficulty keeping your fabrics together before you ever start sewing, instead of pinning, you can apply the liquid-based glue and have it pin or temporarily hold the two fabrics together. So I do little drops and then I slide my finger across to distribute it equally along the edge, and then you can take your other fabric and apply it, and it will hold it in place for you while you sew. I'm once again in a thick area, so I'm going to go ahead and put a pack of needles beneath the foot to hold it in place or to level the foot as I go over the bump. I've also adjusted my needle to be close to the edge of the top fabric. There we go, a little know-how, a little finesse, and I didn't have to take the garment apart in order to alter it to fit her body better. And now she has this really cute little outfit to wear for the 4th of July. I hope that you, if you are in the United States, enjoy your 4th of July weekend as much as I hope to enjoy mine. If you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button. If you've yet to subscribe to my channel, I sure hope you'll do so today. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next week on Fabrically Speaking Live. Bye. Mwah.